Hi, everybody. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Sydney.
Hello.
Boy, what a show we have today. We
I
have us a good,
know.
yeah, we have us a good one. But I did want to bring something up, and I forgot to bring it up backstage before the show happened. Uh, and it's really kind of irrelevant, but it would be nice. Everybody, I think some of you know the Rescue Show has its own Facebook page for special events like the Big Buck Contest and stuff like that. Well, starting June 10th, Facebook is changing their API, and if you don't have 100 followers, you can't stream to it. And the Rescue Show doesn't have 100 followers because we didn't care. We never needed them. So it would be nice to have the show be able to stream to their own page. Okay. So if you guys can go out and just put a like on the Rescue Show, it's facebook.com/rescue show. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. Doesn't really matter. So hi, Rena. Rena says hi.
Steve,
So
can you drop that in the chat for people too?
yeah, yeah.
That link.
I
That would be
will let
helpful.
you handle our first segment because it's just fitting. All right. Um, and I think we should get going with this. We got an
Yeah.
exciting show. We've got Utah here. We've got Oregon. We've got Washington and Ohio and Texas.
Yeah. We're taking the states by storm.
That's right. So the first dog that's coming up. Now you were his first foster. Okay.
Well, I was his
Second
first.
foster.
Yeah.
I forgot. So, and he's Pyrenees Akbash mix.
Yep.
And for those of you that's never had an Akbash, you just don't know what you're missing out on. Okay.
They
They're
are
great
special.
dogs. So, all right. Well, we're going to play this video and bring Debbie up with Frosty. Before Sydney gets started, I got a question for Debbie. is Frosty going to have to come with reassembly instructions?
He just may. Sometimes he just melts.
All right, you're up, Sydney. And why are you up? Why are you handling this one?
Well, I had the privilege of being his foster before he got adopted the first time. He has gotten so big. Oh my gosh.
We'll get that when they start evolving out of puppyhood.
Yeah, he was
starting to fill in.
Oh, and I see he still really appreciates an upside down nap.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Yeah, so give us an update on him. How has he been doing?
So he is doing really, really well. He's making a lot of progress. He's a shy boy, so he is really starting to come out of his shell. He is doing really well with. He used to bark at strangers on walks, but now he's really good. He doesn't really pay no mind to them. He's doing a lot better with stranger danger.
Good.
We took him to the park yesterday, and he let people come up to him and approach him, and he's a little shy and timid, but he's doing really, really well.
Wow, he's amazing. I mean, he's got the best of both breeds, doesn't he? He's got the long legs and the shorter coat of the Akbash, but yet the double dews on the end of those long legs, like the Pyrenees.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, he has that cute little bunny hop when he plays.
He does. He still does that. It is amazing to watch him entertain himself. Stuffies in the air and just entertain himself. It is cute.
Yeah. Well, it does sound like he has made significant progress with strangers.
He has.
So that's.
We had a neighbor come last night that's never met him, and it took him maybe 5 minutes, and he was, in his lap.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I guess that stranger danger is gone if there was a such thing.
Yeah, I mean, whoever adopts him would have to, give him some grace because it'll take him a little time to warm up. But once he, is warmed up to you, he is just a love bug. He is just the sweetest boy.
Yeah. Well, and it mentioned no cats.
No cats.
And that's probably because he's just trying to play with them.
Yeah.
He does not understand how small and delicate the cats are.
So he plays with the cats and breaks them? Is that what you're saying?
That's a possible danger for sure, okay. I think.
Yeah, he will chase.
That can happen.
Yeah.
And we don't want to break any cats or anybody.
Yeah. So we want to keep everybody safe. So
he is currently coexisting with his foster mom. She has cats. And he does good with them, but he will chase them. So we just feel it'd be better in a home with no cats.
Sure. Hey, tell his foster mom that for her to tell the cats if they don't run, he won't chase them.
Okay. She's like,
all right. So all you got to do is tell the cats, look, don't run.
It's hard to be the boss of cats.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very hard. Absolutely. Yeah. And Frosty Bears knows that one firsthand.
Yes, he does.
So, is Frosty Bear is good with other dogs? Does he still kind of bark at them to initiate play?
Does he? No, not really. Okay. No. And I would say he does better with females than males.
Yeah.
Okay. He would do really well with a confident female. I think a confident female would bring him right out of his little shell.
Okay. Maybe Cotton. Maybe a female like Cotton, huh?
Right. They can adopt them together. But I think, having a confident female around would really bring up his confidence.
Cool.
Great. He loves to play. So he does enjoy playing with other dogs. So being an only dog, not really an option for him. He definitely would want another dog in the home.
Yeah. Yeah. And shy dogs, they need that, they benefit so much from the presence of another dog to show them that the world is an okay place.
Absolutely.
How old is he now?
He's 2.
Okay. And does anybody have a weight on him? I've always been curious about how much he weighed.
We don't.
And the saga continues.
Yes, I would guess maybe 80 pounds, 85
Okay, good,
pounds.
good. Because average weight of a male Akbash full done growing is about 90 to 95.
Yeah, that's what I
They're a
would put him
slender
at.
breed.
And like I said, he's really starting to fill in now. It's been probably a month since I saw him, and he's filled out a little bit more since a month ago.
Wow.
So he is starting to fill in nicely.
So he lives close to you then, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty close to me.
Good. Good.
So I will watch him when his foster has to go out of town and stuff. I take him.
Okay.
And this is
and
really,
people do have to.
this is his. I mean, he's just so sweet and laid back and mellow.
Yeah.
He
Now
really-
you had him for the first time a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I had him for a week.
And how did he do the first couple of days?
So it took him a little while. I would say maybe a couple hours to really start to settle in.
That's not a little while. That's
I just
record
gave
breaking
him-
time.
Yeah, I let him come to me. I let him do everything at his pace. I didn't push anything.
And you do that why?
Just so he would be comfortable and
Because we don't accidentally go too fast for his.
right. Yeah. So yeah, after a couple hours, he would come up and sit next to me on the couch, and
Okay.
so he just needs somebody that has patience, and he would do well with somebody that works from home.
Okay.
Having somebody constantly in the house, he does well with kids.
Cool. And how does he do alone when if somebody has to go to the store or something? Say, do you have that answer?
So he does do fine. Like run into the store and stuff. I think having another dog in the house would it would lessen the anxiety for him.
Wow.
But sometimes he does get anxious if he is left, for more than a couple hours by himself.
Well, he is a puppy.
So yeah, but overall he does okay.
How does he feel about the crate?
He is not a fan of the crate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
All right.
really when Heidi has to leave, he has his own room that he goes into.
Okay.
He goes into the game room, and he does really well in there.
Oh, does he play games very well too?
He does. He is a pinball whiz.
All right.
Clever boy.
He is. He
All
uses
right.
those double doos very well.
Great
And
Pyrenees.
he has shorter fur.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the shorter hair.
And he still sheds because he's still double
Yes,
coated.
he still sheds. Absolutely.
But his coat is lower maintenance, it looks like.
Yeah.
Man, he looks like a classic Akbash, but we know there's Pyrenees in there. The double doos are a dead giveaway.
Yeah, he does have the double doos.
But he sure is good looking boy.
He really
For
is.
those of you that aren't aware, the Akbash is considered the national dog of Turkey. At one time, only royalty was allowed to own him in Turkey. Okay.
Oh,
Apparently that
interesting.
didn't work out because that government got overthrown. But anyway, but they're still considered the national dog of Turkey alongside the Kangal. So
Wow.
that's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah.
You got royalty
Yeah,
here.
it has nice big floppy ears.
Yes.
Nice pet.
He
All right.
loves being, pet and belly rubs, and he's just an
Yeah.
easygoing guy. He really, really is just a sweet, sweet boy.
Cool. All right. Great Pyrenees Society, Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. That's where you'll find Frosty Bear's webpage. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can apply for him and adopt him, and you'll hit the jackpot with every one of the dogs we have on here today, I think.
I mean, look at that
No.
face.
All right. We got to move on because we have other guests down here.
Thank you,
And-
guys.
Thank you so
And I
much for
think
being
one of
Heidi.
our guests is
Yeah.
driving. This ought to be cool. So, Debbie and Heidi, thank you very much.
Thanks
I
for
know how
having
you heard
us.
me. All right. Wow. What a boy. And our producer forgot to bring a couple of the pictures up that I would like the folks to see, because when he does get adopted, I hear rumors that he'll travel with reassembly instructions because of the different methods that he sleeps. If you can grab one of those photos, Sydney or Melanie. Yeah, something like that.
Yep. That's a classic move for Frosty Bear right there.
Yeah. I want to know, how can that possibly be comfortable?
He loves it. I mean, he sleeps like that often.
I get it. I like that picture.
Yeah. Sometimes
Does he snore?
Sometimes half off.
Does he snore?
He definitely snores. Yeah.
He does snore. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he
All
is a
right.
snorer.
Okay. All right. I know you guys got to go, so we're going to get moving along here. And thank you for bringing him on, Debbie. I bet it was good to see him again, wasn't it, Sydney?
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for
All right,
having
Debbie.
me.
Foster, we said goodbye and thank you for fostering him, and we'll see you, well, when you get a foster. How's that?
Yep, very soon.
Okay. All right. Wow. What a dog, huh? So
Yeah.
let's see. I know we had one idea once, but I think we need to bring this other one up because she's driving. This is I'm dying to know this one. Okay. So what do you think, Sydney? You're the boss lady today.
Oh, well, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to do a sound check, but sure, we can do that.
Okay. I think I will, because we also have Travis in the same home too. All right. Hey, maybe we have a camera person. We're going to play Yeti. This is Yeti. He's in Utah with the Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources, Utah, Montana. Man, that's a mouthful. And good little guy. I actually I wanted to bring Cotton up next, or Elijah, but I got to know what's happening down here. So here's Yeti. Well, and there's Becky. She is driving. See?
I am driving.
Oh,
Yeah, that's hard to hold a signal while you drive. So, where are you headed? All right. We don't hear you anymore down there.
you're back.
Yeah, you're muted.
I don't see her muted. Look at the balloons.
Yeah,
So we don't hear you, Becky. We're going to take you back down. We'll bring one of the seniors up, and let's see if we can get you stationary, maybe with a good signal. Okay. And there we go. So enough of that. Let's move on. So our next dog is which one? You pick him, Sydney.
Oh, I'm a sucker for a senior, so either one makes me happy to see.
Okay, I'll just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and there's Elijah somewhere over there. He's right there.
Yes.
We're going to make it where everybody can see him.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good-looking boy you have there.
He is a handsome man.
And just so you know, this is full energy for him right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's high energy, you said?
Well, I mean, he's pretty energetic, as you can tell. He's he's a very mellow little guy.
Now he was also a GPRS alumni, wasn't he? And his mom passed away, and if I remember right, she was young.
She wasn't. I think she was in her 50s, maybe. I mean, she wasn't.
Okay, for me,
she
that's
wasn't an
young.
old lady, but she wasn't a 20-year-old. But yeah, so she's definitely used to living with older adults. So
okay, how's he doing?
He's
his mom
doing
died.
really good. Yeah, this is, like DJ said, this is his energy level. He's just kind of a subdued little dude. He does have a hot spot, so we did give him a little doggy Benadryl, so that might have gotten him a little sleepy today. But yeah, he does have this little happy jaunt when we come home. This is how he comes to greet you at the door.
Yeah.
And he'll jaunt around a little bit with our dogs. We have GPRS alum Holly, our calendar girl, and they get along really well. And we have a smaller male spaniel, and they get along really well too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
he had a
so
birthday
cute.
recently, didn't he?
What's that?
I think his birthday is like the end of May. I saw on some paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna go get cake for him and his foster brother here today. So.
Oh, you could have done that for the show. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, as you can tell, he's very
shared the cake
excited.
with all of us.
Yeah.
So he's 9. Am I correct? So he's a young senior.
Yes.
What would his perfect home look like?
I think his perfect home, I think he would do well with someone who is home, like someone who maybe works from home, or at least a low energy companion. And he does have one little weird quirk. He is terrified of hardwood floors.
Terrified of what?
Hardwood floors.
Oh.
We have like that plank vinyl stuff, looks like
He
hardwood.
doesn't have sure footing.
He is terrified. You cannot get him across it. So we have us a bunch of this area rugs and runners, and he can go from rug to rug. And he does just fine with that. Obviously, does just fine on carpet, just fine with
Okay.
stairs. But I think he would just be wonderful in a home where there's a lot of patience for him. He's kind of a loner. He likes to have his alone time here and there. So, it's not unusual for him to just take himself, if everyone's outside, take himself off, and he'll just be sitting on the hill up there by himself somewhere and just surveying everything. So he's kind of an
Now,
independent.
you have a resident dog too, don't you?
What's that?
Two.
Yeah.
They have two.
And how do they get along?
Yeah, they do
Good.
well together.
Yeah, him and
Even
Holly.
when, they get along even when you make them look like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Holly. She wasn't pleased. He handled it better than she did, honestly.
Really? Because
He-
Mr. Julio is saying, "I feel your pain."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to get that on. my
He loves
system.
his walks. It's funny, the flooring thing. That's about the only time he gets real bravery. Like he's just ready to go for the walk, and he's like, "I got to get to that front door." So he'll just he stands on the
Alright.
tiny little doormat. They gotta like, come on, let's come around the doors.
You can teach him how to walk on the slippery floors, and I can help you with that.
Yeah, he's
He's gotten a little. He's testing it out, but it's definitely not his favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We noticed too. He came from California, and I don't think he's used to the allergens up here, so he's been having a heck of a time with allergens. So
Gotcha.
the Benadryl is definitely helping this little guy. So, but
Okay, and so it's environmental you're figuring on?
that's what we're assuming at this point. Yeah,
Okay. All right. And that can happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
he does
Bucky?
does wonderfully with kids. We had a family get together early on. We have a little nieces, nephews that come over often, and he's just their favorite.
Yeah.
And definitely
Sweet.
loves senior energy. Both of our mothers are in their 70s, and like especially her mom. I mean, he just walked like straight over to her and just like
Oh, he was
Pure
all
love.
about on her
Just-
and was just loving
just
on
looking
her.
up at her like, hi.
Oh.
So
You know what you just did, right? You singled out a woman over her age. You're going to die.
he would do great with anyone. He's great. He's great with both Megan and I. He really has been the perfect little house guest. Even
Wow.
for a period, he has kind of, I call it a muted bark.
It's kind of old man Bart.
Yeah, it's more of a, like, it's right. If something comes out,
He's not a big barker.
Oh,
he
trust me,
barks.
he's a good barker. He just
Oh,
it's
thank God.
sharp.
Yeah,
as,
it's just not as like our neighbor we had to do this outside because this is the couch he'll lay on, so we're outside. But our neighbor's right across the fence, and he's always got to say hi to Dolly, the dog next door. So, but he's.
But is now when he's barking at something, is it still kind of a muffled bark, or does he have a good pure bark?
It's a good bark, but it's kind of, we have Betty / Holly from the Pyrenees Society, and she's in the house losing it right now. We can hear her clearly. His is just more of a whoo, whoo. So
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh heck, you're outside.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
outside.
Outside,
Yeah,
yeah.
we have a covered patio, so it's
Scary how attentive.
this
I
is
can
this is
be.
his favorite place. He loves we have an outdoor couch.
So this is where he spends a lot of his time. He loves
Okay.
it out here. To
And
Holly,
how's he doing as a young
Also-
senior, so far as typical giant breed senior stuff does? Is he getting around pretty good?
He does. He's got good mobility, good energy. Every once in a while, he's a little stiff getting up, but aren't we all? But other than that, nope. He handles our stairs up and down just fine. We have carpeted
Wow.
stairs,
But not the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
not the hardwood floors.
He always wants to go for longer walks than we usually go for. I usually take him for about a half hour to 45 minutes. So
Okay,
there's been a
that's
couple
because you
times.
don't want to have to carry him back, right?
Well, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. I think it's because he does really well, especially next to GPRS alum. They walk really well. They kind of butt
And
butts
that's
when they're
Betty,
walking.
right?
What's that?
That's the GPRS alum?
Yeah, that's Holly. Yeah, it's Holly or Betty. Yeah, but they do really well, and he doesn't lunge at anything when we're walking. But sometimes you can tell he's like, the other dog's like, all right, we're done. Let's go inside. And he'll just
All right.
plop down like, I want to go, like he'll
Mhm.
push to go longer. I'm like,
Yeah.
we gotta go inside. So
Yep.
So
He definitely he's a strong-willed dude. If he is not wanting to do something, he's just going to sit down and take his
So-
time doing it. He's getting a
So
lot
the
better with that.
only part of him that's a senior is his body then.
yeah, and even that, I mean, we've kind of talked about it, the little bit of grief from his mama, but I mean, he does seem to be, he's a very warm heart.
Wow.
Obviously he's sitting here taking pets for both of us. And
Very, very gentle.
he'd be wonderful with anybody with a family, or again, stay at home would definitely be good. We also think a little fellow dog of some sort in the house would be helpful for him as well. Because our understanding is he had a
Maybe
brother.
somebody retired even that can spend time with him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be
He,
awesome.
it's funny. He does really enjoy kids, so maybe someone with grandkids would be great. We have our little 8-year-old niece came over, and he is still reluctant to show us his belly. She comes over, he flopped right down, and he's on his back almost instantly
That
for her.
figures.
So yeah,
But okay, so kids are good, but not required in the contract.
No.
correct.
Okay.
But he does. I've taken him out a couple times. He does really well in the car.
Mhm.
Typical period, wants to stick his head out, and you're gonna have to clean your windows quite a bit afterwards because he leaves his.
No, I've got 5. I get it.
He does use a ramp. Otherwise, he
Oh,
needs,
does he? Okay.
Yeah.
He can jump up. We have a ramp though because we figure,
That's
we
a good
have,
idea.
Yeah.
and that's also a way of
Very good.
training too. If it was a situation where someone has a hard time getting him up in the car.
Wow.
But no, he loves to go places. We took him out to people that know Oregon, the Tulip Festival. And I mean, he was just a hit. He just laid there, strangers. He was great with strangers. He passes his paw off to people. I mean,
So he's a people pleaser.
He is.
He really is a good dog. He's just
Wow.
such a gentle, happy guy. He's not a big toy guy.
Mm-mm.
So he's been there, done it all, and this
Yeah,
is
it's,
the way
that's
he
old
is.
hat. He'll watch the spaniel play with him, but
And so that's one thing that you touched on. I just want to talk about for just a second is that so he did have a forever home for many years. So I think almost 7 years.
Yeah.
And so one thing as fosters that you were helping him through is the real heartbreak that
Yeah.
he has
Grief.
experienced from the loss of that. So, the two of you really have given him a lot of patience and love, and you're starting to see him come out of that. But it's grief. I mean, dogs get heartbreak just like we do, and as fosters, it's hard to see them go through that. But the fact that you're lavishing him with love, and you have 2 other dogs who are very confident in their world, that is such a boost for him, and really what he
And them.
needs.
They got help.
yeah, and I think that in his previous home he did have a dog brother. So I think it was a really nice transition for when he did come up to be with us that we do have other dogs that he can be a
Right.
dog with.
Yeah.
But he does.
That's cool.
The one thing that we did notice is one of my sister has 2 younger dogs. She has a 2-year-old shepherd and a 1-year-old shepherd mix, and they're just energy crazy,
They're
hitting in his
annoying.
face, and he wasn't having it. It just wasn't his speed. He just prefers a little lower energy.
Oh,
Sure.
that's awesome.
I like to
Great
tell
point.
people my opinion on him is that his previous life, he was a Pyrenee in the south on a hot summer evening, and his name was Beauregard, and he just liked to sit on the cool porch and sit with his owner and drink iced tea and relax.
So it's,
Beauregard.
yeah.
Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. That's where Cotton is. And I'm sorry, that's where
Elijah.
Cotton is there. This is where Elijah. I like that name, by the way. There it is right there. So I don't have to get tongue tied again and say the wrong dog. Well, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
He is gorgeous. Yeah, it is. It's right there.
Yeah. And I love that video clip of him walking with your 2 dogs and their furry butts and tails.
Yeah.
Just like-
Yeah. And for those that are curious, that same video is on his bio up on the website. That's where I got it. I had that video before you sent it to me.
Also fun with him when he first got here. No interest. We have plenty of squirrels in our neighborhood here, and our 2 dogs like immediately in the morning are like, "Gotta get out!" Like he had nothing. Now he's chasing after the dogs. Like, hey
Runs out
guys,
there with 'em.
the squirrels are up here.
Yeah.
They're here. Let's go.
Wow.
So
So
He'll run
he's
out.
coming
He's just
back
a
to
little
life.
slower, but he'll run out there too.
Yeah.
So he'll do best. I mean, he'll do well with another dog there. So
yeah,
awesome.
and
But a human is required, right? Not just a dog.
Preferably, yeah. Someone to
Okay,
bring the
well,
food.
Yeah, just clarification. All right. All right. Wow. Well, we're going to have to move along here, and we don't want to run out of show before we run out of dog. I mean, vice versa. Run out of show and still have dogs. Thanks for fostering him. That's I was so excited to meet him. There were two of them when I was doing those little videos that I was just starstruck over. It was him and Cotton, and
he's going to be a wonderful dog.
yeah,
Apply for him, guys. He's a wonderful little boy. So
right.
be happy and snuggle up. It's keeping her warm. I'll keep you warm too.
Now you can stay for the show, right? We can move you off to the side here. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, we can say.
All right.
Show
I
us
do
another
want to
dog.
try Yeti again here because I'm just dying to meet that boy in his ears. Don't you think? We don't have to do his video again. We already played it. So she said to bring Travis up, but he's got his video shut off. And whoop, there he is. Hi, Travis. I know who you are. Should we bring your mom up too?
If you want to.
Nah, I'm kidding. All right. Hi, Mom. All right. So let's make you big, Travis. And wow, there's Mr. Ears. Now he's a young boy, right? Say something, Becky. See if we can hear you.
You
No,
probably
I don't think we can hear you. We can hear Travis though. Now you have a younger brother, right, Bridger?
yeah.
Mic turned
Okay.
off.
Oh, okay. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, now we can hear you. I am going to turn you up a little bit more. So, am I assuming that Travis is the cameraman?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
And he knows
Yes,
all the
that tone.
answers too. So just interview Travis because that's his best bud right there.
I don't think Yeti could be more relaxed right now.
Really? And I just hope he doesn't bite down. He's going to lose his tongue.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy.
Wow.
He's really
Now he's turning into just about the perfect peer mix, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's an athlete. I want to talk about that. He can jump a 4-foot fence with a single bound, but really it's not a big issue with that particular dog. And why is that?
This dog, he doesn't want to be away from us, but he it's like he shows off. So the first time he did it, he turned around and looked at me and smiled, and I smiled at him. I said, "Good job, bud. Now get back over here." And he did. He just hopped back over. He's just, I don't know.
So that's what he does when he jumps the fence. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't leave. He just jumps back over again.
He's just showing off.
Okay, so how do we justify requiring a 6-foot fence for him then? I'm kidding. He needs a 6-foot fence.
He needs a 6-foot fence. Yep.
Has he done any? Were those chickens in that outbuilding out there? Is that what was in there?
Yeah, they're chickens, and I mean, I don't let the dogs around the chickens because I would hate for something bad to happen. So I haven't tested them with like free range chickens. I just have them in their enclosure.
Okay.
But it sure keeps them company, and Rover and him they circle the enclosure with the chickens all day long. So
Okay. Now we're going to bring up a picture here of Yeti so everybody can see who Rover is. Rover's Rover. Okay.
yeah.
Now he does well. I mean, he's been helping out on the farm now, hasn't he?
Yep, my dad has a cattle ranch, and I go down there, and he follows the tractor. He stays out of the way. He's met the cows. He doesn't get crazy with the cows. He doesn't hop in with them. Rover will hop in with them, but Rover's a border collie, and he wants to chase cattle. But we're thinking Yeti is a border collie, Great Pyrenees mix.
Border
So,
Collie, Great Pyrenees, and what?
We think he's a Great Pyrenees border collie.
Oh, okay. Huh. But he's all white. And he's got weird ears.
He's smart.
small. We
Now,
want to get him one of
Those are not weird ears. Those are adorable ears.
Okay, all right, I stand corrected.
When he
You said
runs-
he's small. Is that
runs-
what you said?
He's small, and we think he's full grown.
Okay.
So he's about 60 pounds. He's bigger than Rover, but he's Great Pyrenees. We want to
Okay.
get him tested to see what he is. We want to see what he really is.
Okay. And according to the video, unless you're a chicken, he's just a joy to have around, isn't he?
He's all of our best friends. In fact, Steve, that video that you made me cry because he loves us so much and we love him so much. But we live with my mom and we take care of her full time in her house. And she's getting overwhelmed with my fosters because I'm always bringing a foster home. And then I have chickens. She says, you need to move your small farm out of here. And I'm like,
Oh boy,
probably, yeah. So
trouble in paradise.
yeah.
So now, will he need another dog in his adoptive home to make the adoption work right?
I don't think so. I think
So he can be an only dog at his young age.
yeah, he just loves people. He loves Travis. He'll go in Travis's room and sleep, and
Maybe Travis should adopt him,
yeah, Travis does want to adopt him.
but he's got to wait a couple years.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Travis, what's your favorite thing about Yeti?
His tongue.
Tongue? Yeah, I kind of like it too. My favorite thing is he jumps the fence, then jumps right back. He
Yeah,
doesn't leave.
he won't leave us. And I don't put him on a collar unless I'm up in the mountains with him because I don't want anybody to get mad that he's off a leash.
Right. But he does well off leash. I was told that by one of your board members.
Yeah, he doesn't. Wherever I go, he just goes with us. Like I never put him on a leash to get him in the car. Travis told me to quit interrupting. He would like to take over. So ask Trav the questions.
Wow, cool.
Travis,
You
how
look
old
like
is
fun.
Yeti?
He's like over a year. But
I can help you out. He's a little over a year old.
And he's got this little like pulley thing on him. Like the
Oh, he's got
Like
a
a
harness
leash, kinda?
on.
yeah. And, like he
Now,
likes-
according to his bio, he does good on the leash and meeting new people and dogs. He does perfect pocket fear, right?
Yeah.
Wow, cool. All right. So now you earlier this year you had a dog that we're actually remembering on the show today, and that's Henry.
yeah.
So and you had Henry. That boy was a severe neglect case, and he couldn't survive it. So at the end of the show, our exit video is going to be a little video about Henry. Okay, so stay for it if you can.
Okay.
I bet you that was the last thing you expected to hear, wasn't it, Becky?
I
anyway.
actually watched the Henry video because the Henry video is right under Yeti's video. So I cried watching Yeti's video, and then I scrolled down and watched Henry's video and just started crying again. You know, rescuing Great Pyrenees, it's the hardest, most enjoyable. It's like bittersweet. Henry was the second Great Pyrenees that we rescued that was actually a sheepdog, and they just come to us in like brutal shape, and we've had to put 2 down. Winter was full of bone cancer, and Henry, he just kind of lost control of his bowels, and it's just been sad but rewarding because they've never been. We had one Great Pyrenees that had never stepped on tile before, so he was like never been in a house. And
Wow.
it was just crazy. It's been great. Yeti's more of a house dog.
Wow. Okay.
So
All right. He's with Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources, Montana, Utah, or Utah, Montana. Or, yeah, right there. That's it right there. That's where you go to apply for Yeti. We do have to move on. We still have Cotton down here. And we got another young senior. So now, can you stay for the rest of the show, Travis and Becky? You're driving. I don't know where you're driving because it's none of my business, but she went to the Indianapolis 500. I think she's starting to practice for next year.
yeah, I can stay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I have a Great Pyrenees.
Okay. So anyway, wow,
Thank
we got us a
you.
lot of. Okay, thank you, Becky. Travis, can you stay? Or are you gonna leave?
Yeah, he said he could stay.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to move forward. As soon as I get all the way down through these pictures, there we go. Our next one, we have another senior, and man, we have 2 young seniors today. So we're going to play Cotton's video and bring her up. Wow. And I think I see her over there, all nice and relaxed, and I think that's going to get a rise out of Elijah with that good-looking girl. Wow. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi.
How's she doing?
She's doing good. It's her nap time though, so
Okay.
she's on the floor now.
All right, we'll invite you back when she's awake.
She naps quite a bit, but
Oh, well, she's so beautiful.
Right. Now, similar to Elijah, she had lost her home for something similar. They got assisted living is where they were going, I believe I read.
Yeah.
And she was too big to go.
yeah, her humans were a couple that had her. I don't know for how many years they had adopted her. And the woman got sick, and then the husband got sick, and they had to move to where their family was, where their daughter was. And they could not take her. And it was really sad for the humans and for her.
Yeah. And it's those situations that are very, very tough. And unfortunately, we've got dogs shelters overloaded, and that makes it hard to take the ones that you guys should be taking. All right. But boy, oh boy. What a
Yeah,
good-
I think she was I think she was with them for a few years, around 4 years.
Yeah.
Is she
Yeah.
Earth alumni?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize that.
Yep, she is too.
Is she as gentle as what she looks, or is she just asleep now?
She is very gentle. She approaches everybody slowly, but wants to be petted by anyone who will do it, and very friendly with people on our walks. I have a neighbor who, if he sees us walking by, he comes out of the house to give her pets. I tried to tell him that she was up for adoption, but he has not caved yet. So,
And how old is she?
what's that?
How old is Cotton?
10 and a half.
10 and a half. Wow.
She's in pretty good shape. I think, she's lost about 8 pounds since we got her in February.
Which she
so
needed
was
to do,
chunky
right?
too.
Needed,
she was-
definitely. She probably still needs to lose a little bit more.
She's 10 and a half years old.
Yeah. But yeah, she was at the vet yesterday and they said, she seemed to be doing good for her age. So
Wow. That's awesome. And what's even more awesome is that she's so far survived 10 and a half years without cancer.
Yeah. True.
If you want to look at it that way. So, so now, go ahead. I'm sorry, Sydney. I think you said.
No, I mean, I'm tempted to take a floor nap with her. She's so
Oh, yeah. She is actually making me heavy-eyed.
Yeah. Can you hear her? She's kind of snoring too.
What about, how is she with cats? Any
We
idea?
don't have cats.
My kind of
I don't think
home.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen any really on our walk. She's
Okay.
good with other dogs though, that they come up to her, even if they get growly or barky, she doesn't get upset by it.
Okay.
Just
Have you
moves
come
on.
across any squirrels or rabbits on your
Gosh,
walk?
She, the other day when I let her out, I think a squirrel must have been on the fence because she went running after something. Well, not really a run, but a trot after something. So,
Okay. Now, do you walk her at her age? I don't know how
Yeah.
how you do seniors.
we
I have
walk.
one too.
We try to walk twice a day. She kind of insists on it. Usually after she eats breakfast, she does kind of a little special dance back and forth and walks to the front door. So she's
Wow. And she apparently does well on the leash because
Yeah.
if the walk wasn't fun for you, you would take less, right?
It is slow and steady, our walks.
So we actually have a question from a viewer, Eva. She wants to ask some questions. Yes, please drop questions in the chat, and Jeannie would be happy to answer them about Cotton.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And our producer will make sure that
So Jeannie,
questions
do you think Cotton would be okay as an only dog or with other dogs? What do you think about that?
I think either. I think she loves human attention, but I think with another dog that's not maybe too rambunctious, she would be good. Because there's been a few dogs in the neighborhood she's kind of wanted to play with. Our neighbor had some people over last weekend who had a dog, and she was at the fence trying to engage that dog. The other dog was not interested. So.
So the question is Cotton able to do stairs? Because I don't know if you have a flight of stairs at your house.
I do not have a flight of stairs. I have 3 steps to get into the front that she does fine with.
And that's just 3 steps, you said?
Yeah, it's 3 steps.
Okay, well, that's a start, right?
Yeah.
Seniors, if you got a multiple level house, that's hard. That's going to be hard on most seniors anyway. But it doesn't mean you can't apply and adopt. It just means it's going to be hard on seniors, and let's see how she handles it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
But
pretty
she does
active.
okay. Yeah, but she does okay going up and down the porch steps.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then I have a fairly there's no steps, but it's to my backyard. It's pretty high to get, and she does fine with that. She kind of gets a little jump up of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we had a breakthrough yesterday with her ramp. She got in the car using the ramp. Previous to that, we had to pick her up and put her in the car.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Oh boy.
She's using her ramp now.
Good
and,
job,
and if she ever stops using it, what you're going to realize is that she liked you picking her up.
Yeah.
Pyrenees are Pyrenees. Boy,
Yes.
she's a beautiful representative too.
Yeah, she gets a lot of compliments on our walks. I've had people even stop and they're in the car and they'll roll down their window and say how pretty she is.
Now that's my favorite picture right there.
It's so cute.
Now, there's going to be a question coming up, but I was fixing to ask part of it anyway, so I will. What about the car?
Yeah, I don't think she loves it. Like she hasn't put her head out the window or anything yet. Like she gets in, she lays down.
Okay, but she can do car rides.
Yeah, she doesn't get car sick.
Okay.
Okay, she just would rather do something else instead
She
of
would
the
rather
car.
walk.
Okay, wow, this is so cool. She is such a I got starstruck over this dog when I was
She's
creating
pretty.
that video.
Yeah.
She is pretty.
Got a lot of hair.
Yeah. Now, since she also lost her home to illnesses, how did she do when you first got her? Was she was it clear she was going to bounce back, or did you say, "Oh boy, I got my work cut out for me"?
I think it was pretty clear. Would you say, Sam?
I think so.
I think it was
Okay.
pretty clear she was going to bounce back. I think though we didn't see her true personality for a couple of months.
Okay.
You know,
And that would be to be expected.
Yeah.
She did fine.
Now, Eva wants to know if she's currently on any meds or any chronic medical conditions.
So she's on a medication, a shot. I don't know the name.
What's it for?
For arthritis.
Okay.
But she doesn't seem to be in any pain. Like, she moves around just fine, gets up just fine.
Okay.
There is a monthly injection that she
Yeah.
gets.
Jeannie, it might be Librela.
Yeah, Librela. That's right. Librela.
Yeah.
Oh,
She got
Jamie,
it yesterday.
Jamie hit the nail on the. Hi, Jamie. Now, when you took her to the vet, have you had her to the vet since you've had her?
Yeah, twice.
And how does she do at the scary vet's office?
She does great.
So it's not
Got
scary
her,
for her.
yesterday she got her nails done. She
Wow.
got a shot. She's very friendly. She was very patient when they were doing her nails.
Does she let you brush her?
There's
Is
that
she
one
good
shot
about-
of her at the groomers. She was fine. That was when we
Okay.
first got her.
I think we can safely.
one.
Yeah, there's the groomer picture, right?
Yeah, that's the groomer. She hadn't been with us very long, but she really needed a bath.
Oh, she was a little bit stinky.
With that, yeah, she was a little bit stinky.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can say that Elijah and Cotton, it looks like you guys brush them a lot.
No, we
They got
got
good
Yeah.
looking coats,
Yeah.
unless hers is natural.
No, she got brushed right before the show.
Oh, okay, cool. And
Because
she
she,
lets you brush her anywhere.
she also likes to be outside. Like she would be outside. We would be outside right now too if it wasn't raining, but
Oh,
she
it's raining.
loves to be outside. And she's found herself a spot where all my other fosters have dug a hole. She found it and dug it
Wow.
bigger.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so she was just in that hole right before the show. So she had to be.
Now, has Sydney asked you yet? I don't remember what her perfect home would look like.
She hasn't asked that yet, but probably not too chaotic. But I don't know if little kids would be too much for her, but I think kids are okay. My son's 17 and she does fine with that.
Okay.
I think she could be with another dog, but she can be left alone and no problems at all.
Wow. Awesome.
So
She's
Okay,
already
great.
similar to Elijah. She's been there, done it, seen it.
yeah,
I love seniors. They're the best.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I
incredibly
agree.
friendly.
Yeah. And wow, ain't that awesome? Jeannie, thank you so much for fostering that girl and letting us meet her. That's the
welcome.
key. You let us meet her, and Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. If you want to try to pry her out of the foster's cold dead hands, feel free to apply. But, make sure you're at least as good as a foster as good of a home as what her foster is.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Okay.
you.
Yes. But sometimes it seems like, and I think some of the applicants will agree with me, it feels like they got to pull these dogs from your cold, dead hands. But I wouldn't think it should be any other way.
Yeah, it's tough to let them go, but I just always feel like I'm just here to get them to their perfect spot and,
Okay.
get them ready for that.
Yeah.
And Eve has another question about her activity level when she's not doing that.
We walk usually twice a day. We go out for about 20 minutes, probably.
Okay.
She will go out in the backyard and roam around. And if there's people next door, our neighbors are out, she'll go along the fence and pay attention to them. She's not incredibly active, but she still likes to do stuff.
Eva wants to know if she would be able to do a half-hour walk.
Yes.
Daily.
It'd be slow, but it like she
Well,
doesn't
yeah, it's her walk, so there's no point in rushing anything.
Yeah.
We walk our dogs for the dogs. Okay. Wow, she's something. And does she eat okay?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Yep, she does. She's not happy with the amount, but she eats it and she's ready. Like in the morning, if I wait too long to feed her, she does that dance again.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you've cut back her food, put her on a diet. Now, in the past when, I had a dog from the Indy Great Pyrenees Rescue one time. He came into rescue at over 210 pounds.
Wow.
And now, don't get me wrong, he was big bone, but 210 pounds was considerably overweight. I think his target weight was 170. And what they had me do was cut his food back and then put a filler in there that's no calories and stuff like green beans.
Yeah.
I
give her, she likes cucumbers and apples. What else?
Oh, good.
Cucumbers, doesn't that make her fart?
She's not a farter, I don't think, really.
Well, she's a lady. Look at her. Boy, oh boy.
So sweet little girl.
Wow. All right. Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. Thanks, you guys, for bringing her on. And we hope we see you again with your next foster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think she's number 17 for us. So.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. How come you haven't been on before? Never mind. I'm not going to put you on the spot live.
Many I haven't had for a long time. Like they get adopted quickly.
Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. That's just amazing. So all in all, at 10 and a half years old, the video said it right. She's 10 and a half years young.
Yeah.
Wow. Big difference. She's been obviously well cared for, because we know she's well cared for within GPRS, because that's what GPRS fosters do. But
I think she was loved in her previous life too a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sad. We've had 2 dogs on today, just today, that's had some sad stories, but at least they weren't abused. Okay.
Yeah.
I would much rather have, no, I don't want either story.
Yeah.
Because it is sad. Always remember, if your dog grieves, they can't process themselves out of it. They need a hand. Okay. Yeah. And you don't have to wait on them head and foot. They just need a little bit of a hand. Okay. Because they're having a hard time. Wow. Yeah. You want anything to close with, Sydney?
No, other than, we are so grateful to the fosters that have given these dogs, they've been loved, but they've experienced heartbreak just like humans do sometimes. And it's unexpected. And the fact that they can be in foster homes that kind of like bring them back to life after the heartbreak, it means everything. And it does prepare them for their forever homes. And so we're really grateful. And it's really evident how relaxed and just like pleased they are with their current situation and how much they're loved right now. And it just gives them such a beautiful foundation for the next one.
Look at Elijah. Same thing. I mean, wow, we got the best of both. I mean, senior day. What can I say?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, anything you would like to add, Megan or DJ? You're muted in case you want to start talking.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you for the opportunity to come on and brag on this guy just a little bit, because you're right that oftentimes seniors especially get overlooked, and they're just such treasures.
Yeah.
I think he's got a lot of life left in him. I think he's a happy boy. He's And he's ready to go home with somebody.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I've got a senior here myself.
Yeah.
She's 10, and I've had her since she was 1. And I watched her. She always had a baby face. She still has a baby face, but now it's 10 years old. Okay. And they age. They age not, well, they don't do drugs, so they don't age bad like humans. They don't drink. They don't have that type of aging, but they can, they look older. Oh man, look at her. Look at Cotton. Don't let Elijah look at Cotton.
There's some dogs walking by our house she's interested in.
Awesome. All right,
Nice.
guys. Well, we're going to do something a little bit different on our exit video for anybody that has a little bit of patience. And I wanted to start doing this maybe a couple of times, 2 or 3 times a month. We want to honor some dogs that have been lost, just remembering them, okay? Because we never want to forget, all right? And New Hope Behavior Consultants, they have a Facebook, one of their website pages is called The Bridge. And it's open to the public for posting dogs they've lost. All right. Anyway, and Melanie put a really cool banner up there for it. You can click the banner. It brings up emails client where you can just add your pictures, your little eulogy, and send it off, and it comes right to us. So don't forget to like the rescue show. Because when we don't, we stream to 9 destinations right now, and one of them's supposed to be the rescue show, but it's not imperative. But just in case we need to, we would like to get our 100 followers, our 100 likes. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world because I always take it down. But that's where we did the big butt contest from. So
Yeah.
now you guys didn't have Cotton during the big butt contest. So does she have one?
It's Fluffy.
Fluffy, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Big fluffy butt. That was actually the name of it. And that's the one where the Great Pyrenees Coffee Company sponsored the prizes at the end. We gave out prizes for 4 places. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. We had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on the show. Me, Sydney,
Yeah.
Melanie, and our other co-host. We have the best job ever every Sunday. Think about that. So,
Well, thank you so much for bringing these 2 big, beautiful babies on.
yes. And for those of you with patience, this video that for our temporary exit video for this week is about 5 minutes long. So, but it's not bad. It came out all right. All right, everybody. Bye. And DJ, Megan, and Jeannie, we hope you all can come back. And if you still have them 2 dogs in 2 years, we'll come back and get an update. How about that? All right, everybody, here we go.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Remembering Henry this week from Utah. He, matter of fact, you just met his foster. She had him. It was only 11 days he survived. He couldn't get past that severe neglect and his lungs. He smoked, or somebody smoked around him, and because that all contributed to it, and he just didn't make it. So here's a little video for him. Bye, everybody.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I storms and tells I have already come. Jesus Christ, I've brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Was blind